And there it is, Goa. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Hunt, your weekly BS session posing as a podcast. Tonight, Dave Packard, who has had it with the crashes, Sam Alexander, had that last week, Vince H., fresh off smoking a case of Tarleton's, and I'm Mike Gonsalves, the competitor who can't compete with your mom at my feet. What's up, fellas?
Oh,
you know,
Stop that.
just another day.
One of us is going to have to go change.
You're both wore the same outfit tonight. It's cute, but yeah, one of you going to have to change.
Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't here last week because I decided that I couldn't. So I got sick. I was sick the last time I was on, and I walked out of this little room right after we got done recording and immediately was racked with fever chills.
Oof.
Which
Oh my
sucked
God.
because I really had to take a piss. And it was not pretty. And then last week, I just about completely lost my voice, and every time I tried to talk, I ended up coughing. And then after I decided I couldn't be on the show, I coughed so hard that I'm pretty sure I dislocated a rib.
Been there.
Well done.
So I've been fighting that for this last week. And my voice is mostly back. Like, I'd say about 60%. But so yeah, that's where I've been.
It sounds like you're still moderately sick.
Yeah.
This is really just the aftermath of my voice being destroyed by whatever I had, and then it's still coming back.
Whatever that is has been spreading around the country. Like I had it a couple weeks. I'd say about a week before Christmas. Yeah, I had it a week before Christmas because we had a dinner with a friend, and she was like, "Are you sick?" And I'm like, "I used to be. My voice is just coming back." And she was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I had this voice going on for a little while.
Oh,
Tobacco is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Somewhere between a robot and a 65-year-old smoker.
Yep. They're coming right for us.
Yeah.
Our guest that we were supposed to have tonight, he caught the same shit, and I have deemed it Flovid. Flu COVID.
Fair.
And
Dude,
it's nasty shit.
It ain't good.
It had to have been. I had to have gotten two things at once because I had flu symptoms and the cold symptoms, and then it settled into my lungs in like a chest cold. But also it lit my sinuses on fire. Like I had a hot headache, like right in the middle of my forehead that would not go away. I've taken way too much over-the-counter pain medication this past 2 weeks.
Your liver must be loving you.
Yeah, well,
It works better with beer.
It really does.
I picked a
Speaking of
great
loving
time.
livers.
I picked a great dry January.
Gross.
Yeah.
Poor Vince.
Well, I injured myself last week.
How? What did you do?
You know the little black lines on the road that you see going back and forth? Like on asphalt. It's like little black lines.
The ones you're not supposed to follow?
Yeah.
black
those.
lines on the white lines, or
The like on asphalt, there's like random ass black lines fucking everywhere.
oh yeah, the road patches.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
So that is what we call crack pouring. And we were doing that the other day, and I was loading some blocks into our tar pot, which melts all the blocks, and then it comes out this little stick. And it's on my Instagram if you want to see it. But it comes out this little stick, but it's got to be like super fucking hot. So I was loading blocks, and a block wedged the trapdoor open, and another block fell, and it splashed out and landed on my arm.
Oh Jesus!
So there's
Damn.
one. I can't feel that one. And then
Ooh, those are the worst.
that one. there.
Damn, dude.
So yeah, that was a good one.
Those
I
are
was-
spicy.
I think it was between 450 and 500 degrees coming out of there.
Sounds about right.
Well,
Yeah,
those are
so-
solid second-degree burns for sure.
I think one of those is a third.
The big one is a third because I can't feel it. I can feel
Yeah.
around it,
Oops.
but I can't feel it.
Third
Yeah.
is supposed to go all the way to your bones. Second is blisters and beyond. Third is supposed to singe your muscle all the way to your bone. But I may
Okay,
be
so
wrong.
this
I
one never
think-
blistered.
I think you are wrong. I think
Mhm.
it has to do with the layers of the skin it gets through.
Yeah,
Right.
Not all the way through muscle. like,
Well, I see
Once
what
you
you're
get to
saying. Okay.
muscle, that's like
Maybe it's
I
burned
don't
all the way to
know.
muscle.
we don't have blasters or phasers depending on which flavor of nerdism you're into. So
Both.
Yeah, I think Country Boy Guns says that it kills the nerves, and
Yeah.
it did. The shit thing is, when it happened, all I could do was sit and watch it burn me, because if I wiped it, I would have wiped
It would-
all the skin away.
Like
for a
Eddie
while.
Nakamura from We Were Soldiers.
like that's gonna be I'm gonna let this make a band-aid and I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave it there.
I did. I was just like, oh, fuck.
I was a fry cook for a while when I was
Mm.
in my late teens, kind of early 20s, and
SpongeBob?
SquarePants.
fried chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a number of grease burns, but the worst one was when we had this poker that we used to poke down in there and grab the filters out, and I was messing around with it, and somehow I let it fall down and hit the back of my arm. I felt it hit, and then nothing, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
Actually, that's still you can still see that one. But my arms used to be like scarred all up and down from grease burns because stuff would splash out or fall back in and it would just go
Mhm.
everywhere.
You know what cracks me up about burns, and it's not really funny, as in just a thing to think about.
Is
Is
this
it
a
when
dad
burns-
joke?
No,
Okay.
when burns actually heal. I've got this spot on my leg that was a second degree, possibly, if we're correct about the nerves thing, third degree. It took months to heal completely, and when it did, the skin on it is still like, yeah, I'm a pretty white dude, but the skin around it is like paper white.
It
Did you
just
see
and-
the
reset you.
veins in it?
Yeah,
Like
Like-
the little veins spidering through it? Yeah.
all the other burns on my body that were as bad are the same. They're just these white spots.
That's how you get the sun directly to your blood so it can kill the COVID.
You know what? All right. I'm gonna next time COVID comes around, I'm gonna make sure that there's a magnifying glass to amplify the sun into this.
he got you. He got to you. Country
was
Boy Gun
that
says you're white, Mike, but you ain't pretty.
was that necessary?
I believe it was.
I disagree vehemently.
Hmm.
Keep that thumbs up and stick it somewhere else.
Do y'all want to know what? Do y'all want to know what I saw today?
What did you saw today?
So I got home a little bit early from work, and I decided I was going to go out for a run, try and clear
Interesting
the
choice.
lungs out, and it actually felt pretty good. But I got about 1.25 miles down the road, and I see something laying dead on the road, on the county road by my house, and I'm like, oh, that's probably a raccoon. And I start getting closer, and I was like, that's pretty big for a raccoon. And I get up there, and there's this full-on adult bobcat that someone had hit either early this morning or late last night, just laying there on the road. I would have gotten a picture, but I didn't have my phone, and I wasn't going to go back to the house and run back out there or even drive back out there and take a picture of it. But he was a pretty kitty. Too bad you can't legally keep roadkill in Oklahoma.
Oh,
Huh.
that sucks.
Though I wonder if I could tag it. No, they still won't let you do that.
Really?
It's an anti-poaching thing.
I got you.
There'd be a whole lot of people who happen to hit stuff around here if
I
if
hit
that
this
was-
cat.
Yes, sir. I hit that buffalo. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me where you hit that cat on your vehicle? I hit it right here on the corner there, right there, the dang old fur.
Dang on, man! I just
Yeah.
found that cat over there down there, laying by
Yeah.
the road right there, man.
Vince
You are
is a
really
way
good-
better
way better boomhauer.
Speaking of buffalo, did you guys know that Colorado opened up a buffalo draw?
Thanks to you, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
That's
that was?
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
actually read any of those links.
It's a damage hunt. So this
Mm-hmm.
is it got passed last year and they are enacting it this year. But the deal is that you send in for an application, doesn't cost you anything. And I'll put the link in the show notes. But you send in, and if you are selected, you have 24 hours to pick up your license, which for residents, it's like $350. For non-residents, it's a little over $2,000. But the thing is, once you pick up your license, you have 7 days from the time you get your license until your license is no good. So it's like they draw your name. You have 1 day to go pick it up, and then you have 7 days to hunt after that. And it's all on the western side of the state because they're coming in off of Utah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a public land tag or a private?
It's a whatever.
Okay, so
If you have permission, you can hunt private, obviously. But
it's a public and private land tag
Mhm.
for only wild bison. How the fuck are you supposed to tell the difference?
I would not shoot
Between-
one with an ear tag.
I think
Your
that's
tags
it.
are that's a valid.
So
valid
here's what you
indicator.
do. This is why you need a little bit more magnification on your scope, so that you can shoot the ear tag off first,
Correct.
and then shoot the animal.
Why wouldn't
Oh.
you just shoot the animal and then just remove the ear
Listen,
tag?
listen.
I'm
Order
I'm
of
pretty
operations
sure-
is important.
I'm
Pretty
pretty
sure
sure
what I just said is illegal.
I'm pretty sure that they're not going to have any livestock domesticated buffalo over there at that time. So I think if you see Tatanka, it's dead donka.
That was just dumb enough to work.
Donka-donk. Gosh.
It's that honky tonk.
Stop.
Don't.
No, Mike,
Oh.
bad.
So yeah,
Oh,
I
sorry.
I put in for that. So we'll see. They do
That's-
not know when the draw is going to be. So that's another thing.
Dude, that's wild. That's a wild adventure. Like you get a phone
Mhm.
call in the middle of the night, like you've drawn a bison tag, click, like, and you if it's me, I like midnight. I run and jump in my van and I drive to Colorado and like get my tag and then like book it over to the western slope somewhere, like get as close to Utah as possible before I find some public land. And it's like you have 7 days. It's like the ring,
I mean-
but for buffalo. Wait, did the buffalo watch the video and then Mike just pops out of a well somewhere and starts chasing
and then
them
what,
down?
Vince? Like I just go boo. and
no,
they
you're
die
like
because
you're
I'm
like the
scary?
lady from the ring who crawls up out of the well and then comes out of the TV.
You think I'm genuinely that scary?
I don't know. Someone's got
You're giving me a lot of credit, dude.
It's the hair.
All right, that's fair. I
It's
mean,
definitely
it
not
doesn't.
Sam.
It doesn't. You.
So if there was ever a time for you to have your hunting shit staged, now would be it.
Mhm. If you were waiting for the opportune moment, that was it.
Also, when is the last time that you can hunt buffalo in Colorado with a license?
When was?
Yeah.
Let me ask Google
Okay,
that.
you do that, and I'm gonna guess that it was a long fucking time ago. So
What a fucking guess.
Well done.
Yeah. You can hunt buffalo in Colorado, but it's like shooting cows. So they are privately owned. You're out on a private ranch. There'd be like, okay, there's a big bull over here because I fucking put it there. And then you go out and you walk up and shoot one at 50 fucking yards.
Well, and the thing about bison that I recall from just reading is if they don't see the danger, they'll just stand around as their compatriots get shot and collapse on the spot. That's
Sounds
what
like
the buffalo
geese.
hunters. That's why the buffalo hunters use like the big bores with long range sights and everything, because you could stand 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 yards off and just destroy an
'em.
entire herd because they would not run until they saw you, and their eyesight isn't very good because they're a herd animal, and that's where their defense comes from. Is
They only need to see directly in front of them. They don't need to see 700-800 yards away.
right. They don't need to. It's not like a deer that needs to see you far off because it needs to run away from you. Like you get a bunch
Right.
of buffalo and they'll just stand in a circle or run you
They'll
off. Or,
bunch up.
Also, when you have a herd of genuinely well over 1 million animals, I mean, not anymore, but when you did, and a single predator comes along going, I'm going to get one of you, your chances are not likely.
well, you
Now-
might get one of us.
Yeah, you
A
might
calf.
you might get 90-year-old Dave back there straggling along, go, guys, wait up.
Says the oldest one on this fucking show. Fuck you, Mike.
It wasn't an attack on you, Dave. It was
Yes, it
just Dave was the first name that came to mind.
Also,
Genuinely not an attack on you this
You're
time.
the most scared of cows.
I was not scared of cows. I was confused as to what was going on and what was going to happen.
I like
They were coming right for us.
the juxtaposition of the stories. They're coming right for us, and Dave's out there like, get out of here, you dang cow.
I'll I took a fucking video before I killed my buck that I want to show Mike of what you do with cows.
I saw that video.
Boom.
Get on out here. Meow. While you look that video up, does anybody want to take a guess on when the last native wild bison was killed in Colorado?
Oh,
Native wild bison?
Okay, I'm just going on AI, so yes, native wild
Um,
bison.
I'm
Dave's
gonna
right.
say it's
Go ahead.
pre-statehood.
You wouldn't be far off.
I'm gonna
but I would have
guess
to know when Colorado statehood was. 1892.
1898.
1897, Dave.
Ah,
Yeah. I win gunfights.
Colorado became a state in 1876, Vince.
oh, okay.
It's the centennial
Oh,
state.
yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Until this law was passed, the Protect Wild Bison Act, SB 25, of course, -053. Any free-ranging bison that came over wandering from Utah were basically fair game. And it wasn't fair game as in you need a tag for it. It was fair game as in like bang, now I have a bunch of meat. So now that's why CPW and this law have created the new thing we've been talking about, so that's why it's literally you get your license and you go and you hunt for, you've got 7 days because they just wandered over, go get one.
Did you see what I did there, Mike?
Dave
so-
doing a come at me, bro, to the cow.
Standing there, and then you just get in a fucking stance. And then they're like, oh my God, he's scary.
Like, you bow up to him.
no, you just like get down. And you get wide. But
Yeah,
you
you
got to
bow.
do it quick. And then they're like, what the fuck?
Because they're fucking cows. Like,
Okay.
why is he
I
like
will-
that?
I will warn you. Any of them bitches that stick their head up way higher than any of the other cows will eat your lunch. Don't fuck with them. They're crazy. I promise you. We call them high-headed bitches for a reason.
Didn't you just get done telling me that cows are not scary, but also watch out for the high-headed bitches
They're really easy to spot,
because they got their head up high?
and a lot of them have like really short ears because like they either froze off or whatever. All the
Interesting.
high-headed bitches that I have, or most of the high-headed bitches that I've dealt with, their ears are shorter. Doesn't happen all the time, but they're fucking
Imagine being so fucking cocky you get your ears froze off, bitch.
You got to keep that shit down. So, guys, I got a suppressor approved.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Sans tax stamp.
Sans tax stamp. Did you wait for the first to get that pushed through?
I didn't get to the gun shop and ready to certify until the 5th, and it got approved on the 11th. So 6 days.
fucking A.
Nice.
It's the Aero Precision Teffer 22 long rifle suppressor.
I think it's important to note that you did this in a trust.
Yeah, I did a
Because-
single shot trust.
A while back, trusts were still taking months.
Actually, when I got the last suppressor that I won randomly, that one took 3 weeks on a trust to come through. This one, even during this nonsense, took 6 days. So that's my new record is 6 days.
It's impressive.
That's fucking insane. How
Yeah.
many suppressors have gone so far this month? A million?
150,000 on the first day. I don't
Yeah,
know.
first 24 hours,
I don't know the other
150,000.
numbers.
It
Yeah.
was
And that's
it was bumping 800,000 here a few days ago.
damn.
I showed up to the to the shop at like 5 minutes before close. It's like, hey man, if you don't want to do this right now, that's fine. He's like, no, if I can gum up their system right now, I will. It's like, okay, cool.
Good for him.
I think it took it on the second or third try because I expected we were going to be sitting there for a little while. And
When you say that, are you? I don't mean to cut you off, but are you talking about trying to actually get it submitted and hit the submit form and having it actually take?
yeah, when you go in there to certify, and that's when they actually submit it. And he's like, okay, what's your login? What's your PIN number? And I was like, okay, here we go. And I expected to be sitting there, and then I happened to just check my email, and there's like e-form submission. I was like, oh, cool, it took it. And he's like, oh yeah, that went through. I was like,
Dope.
sweet. But yeah, went and picked it up yesterday and came home and shot it on my chassised up TX22 with the. Well, I didn't mess
The
with
MP7 we have at home.
Yeah. I really wish the FRT worked in this thing, but oh well.
Doesn't?
It works kind of when it's not in the chassis because I think it's relying on a little bit of recoil to work properly. And when you put it in the chassis, it just don't.
That sucks.
Yeah. I may try a different FRT at some point and give that a try and see if it does the thing. But for right now, it's just semi-auto and it's still fun. Those Stendo mags that you showed me, I bought a couple of the extensions
Nice.
and they're supposed to be 31 rounds, but I can only get 29 in here before I start, denting up the
top round.
round while using the loader on it. So,
Interesting. You know what? I bet when they got 31 in there, they're like, "Fuck it, it doesn't matter. Just fucking cram as many in there so we can advertise." And
I think I'll just call them 25s and be done with it. Like 25's good too.
that's fair. I mean, 29's also good.
But I'm gonna play with that a little bit this weekend. I got my run and gun coming this weekend. So
Dope. I want to.
Do you know those reels where it's like just people doing their job very efficiently, and it's some Asian gal that's stamping a lot of stuff, like just That's what I feel like the ATF is doing right now.
I think
Don't ever
they-
presume to think that the ATF is anywhere near as efficient as the Japanese DMV.
I'm
dude,
not saying that they're doing it, but
I think they've just automated so much of it.
mhm.
See, that's
Someone's
what we
literally
could-
probably going click, 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 click. Like maybe there is somebody actually approving them, but I bet it's mostly automation.
I bet you're right.
Which is fine.
Mhm.
That's perfect. Like that's the way it should be. You don't come up with any red flags. Okay, here we go. You have your thing now. Bye bye.
Take your thing, get out of here.
Vince, once you are finished, I have suppressor things to talk about as well.
Oh, cool. No, I shot this one a little bit. It's on the heavy side. It's rated for 5.7.
Hold it up, profile for me.
McTees.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's called
That looks so
landscape.
fucking good.
You put
That
the
is-
thing down.
That is definitely the MP7 we have at home.
It is. It is. I want to go shoot a squirrel with it. Just for-
Yes.
Also, don't you dare steal Country Boy Gun's line without giving.
Oh,
him
did I
credit.
not give him? I apologize.
didn't.
Country Boy- No, I did.
You
I
son of a
apologize.
bitch.
That was my bad. I did not mean to steal it and not give him credit. Apologies. He did say that.
yeah.
That was not my intention.
This is quieter than the Atlas Defense Copus by a little bit, but not by much.
What kind of can is that on that one?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
This is the Aero Precision.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's just slightly quieter than the Atlas.
Yeah, just slightly, but the Atlas also weighs like 2.5 ounces.
Mm. How much
And
that one weigh?
Close to 8, I think.
Dang, really?
It's kind of
oh, damn.
Half
kind of
a
on the
fucking
heavy
pound?
side.
hmm
It's on the heavy side, yes. For especially
Damn,
for a
dude.
22 long rifle suppressor, but of course it's rated for 5.7, so I could go get a 5.7 pistol and just go to town with it. And I think it's full auto rated for those as well.
For a 5.7, that'd be dope as fuck.
It's not the other one's full auto rated for 22 long rifle, but that's it. It's rated up to 22 mag, I think, but
Hmm.
semi-auto only, or yeah, semi-auto or bolt guns. But yeah,
Dude,
Nice.
Atlas. I've never shot any of Atlas Defense's things. I do, however, dislike their name because it's difficult.
For the simple, I suppose.
Well, am I
It's-
simple?
hmm
Then it's difficult. Fuck off.
AK-less,
Jesus Christ.
AKLYS, Atlas.
It's just it's a slightly difficult name to pronounce.
Actually, if I hadn't heard it before I seen it spelled, I would have been struggling a little bit.
Achilles.
Aklies.
Aklies.
AK Lies.
That's true.
Welcome back to the AK Lies podcast.
You're gonna get a copyright strike.
Isn't that where Mike came from? The AK Lies podcast.
No, I'm a copyright strike.
Oh.
But I mean, yes.
This can punches holes in your drywall.
Dusky Econ in the chat said A Kyles.
That's pretty close. That's pretty good. That's good.
Drinks Green Monster and drives a Ford Focus ST.
I drive a Ford fucking Ranger.
Ford
So-
fucking Ranger, man.
I have determined the can that I'm gonna get this year.
Oh, have you?
Indeed,
Is
I
it-
have.
Is it not that can you're holding?
Oh, I have lots of these.
Oh,
They're all
okay.
up there.
Oh, you know,
Jesus.
dude.
Well
Okay,
done.
before you get to what it is, you know
Mm-hmm.
what you need to do? You need to send it off to have it coated in whatever that coating that changes.
The caveman tactical.
Yeah, but you
by
need to have it a
Cross Rifles.
keystone.
Yeah.
You need
Yep.
to have it coated to be a keystone so that whenever it heats up, you like the mountains turn blue.
Yeah.
I see what Vince is
Nothing
stepping in,
shoots as
and I love
smooth
it.
as Keith Stone. Yeah.
I like it.
That's good. So I can't do that on this can because ripples.
Oh,
But so I have decided on the Dead Air RXD 30
That's a good one.
titanium.
okay.
So
Is that full auto?
Oh, that's the Ruger.
yeah, that's the Ruger
Okay.
Dead Air one. It's got this fancy little
So
break up
TI
here.
titanium.
Yep. I don't think it's full auto, but I don't shoot full auto. I can't remember the last time I mag dumped, honestly.
Okay.
It's been a few years. So when I shoot for a purpose. Even if that's a nothing. But anyway,
and like full auto rated. Let's be real. I don't really know all that much about suppressors other than they suppress shit. My understanding with full auto rated though is that you can just mag dump after mag dump and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't do
So-
that because I'm a poor. So if you mag dumps like to eat.
They do.
Yeah. So the thing about full auto, if they don't give you an actual firing schedule that it's approved for, it's kind of just marketing nonsense. Like they need to give you how much this can take of this caliber of ammunition over this time period. There are very few cans that are actually just full auto rated.
Yeah.
Like you can just like machine gun full auto is different than a couple of mags of 5.56 full auto. Because I think
Yeah.
I talked about them a couple of years ago. Anechoic, they make titanium suppressors that are full auto rated, but they're like, okay, this is rated for 50 rounds of 5.56 in a 10-inch barrel or longer, and
Mhm.
then you have to let it cool for 10 minutes. Like that's their full auto rating. You can do, which basically just means you can run it semi-auto without really having to worry about it, because most people aren't ever gonna mag dump through the thing.
Yeah.
But also my Griffin armament, this firing schedule for that is 6 mags of 5.56, minimum barrel length 10.5 inches, and then you have to let it cool to ambient temperature. And that's an Inconel, or no, it's a 17.4 stainless suppressor. But like it's full auto rated, but it does have like, and they do say that you need to keep it under that in order to keep it from wearing out prematurely.
Mhm.
Now you could potentially go past that without having a unscheduled disassembly, but
I like the way you put that.
yeah.
So
But
there are. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying that if it says full auto rated, it needs to give a an actual firing schedule,
Yeah,
or it's
we-
suspect.
Are we talking belt fed 308 or happy finger on a 5.56?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That made me want to run over to Otter Creek Labs and see if they have that kind of information for my can.
I believe they do because I was actually looking at the Pole 32, which the Pole 30 is half the price of this one.
Yeah.
Right, and that's part of. I mean, I popped over to Otter Creek Labs just to see what they were talking about and see if I can cross-reference what Vince is talking about. But if the Pole 30 is full auto rated, and it's being full auto rated, it's probably a. I don't want to speak out of turn, but it's probably a better handling can, if not a better sounding can. Why go for the other one is my question.
Because this one is actually quieter side by side.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
That-
fair.
And they're pretty similar in weight. They're both 12 ounces, I believe. This one's 12.4. I think the Pole 30 is 12-ish, right around in there. There are muzzle or barrel length restrictions. Like, I think you can only go down to a 22-inch 300 Win Mag, which is fine with me. I have a 24. But
I'd want to know how much quieter it is, because you're literally paying double,
mhm,
but there's no way you're getting double the suppression.
Right.
So there's diminishing returns the higher you go in that suppression category. And sometimes even being more expensive, they're not better. It's just that it costs more to make them. So and some of the ones like 3D printing with like steel and titanium has really upped the game on suppressors and being able to do weird things with, controlling gas and staging the expansion and cooling of gas to the point where they're actually getting really good suppression out of some of these, but you're going to pay the extra for it. Like, I was talking to a buddy at church the other day, and I was kind of telling him, like, yeah, you're going to see a lot of cans out there for relatively inexpensive, in the $300 to $400 to $500 range after a little while, and they're going to be mostly fine, but they're not going to be the best. But if you want the best ones, you're going to still pay a lot for them, because that's what it takes to make them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was looking at one. It's a stealth additive manufacturing can called the Tisha, and on Pew Science, it achieved the best suppression on any of the 5.56 platforms, and it's 4.5 inches long.
Damn.
Jesus. That's a
It's-
chode.
Yeah, it's 2.1 inches wide, but on the Mark 18, it outperformed everything, and it actually handles 6mm too, so you could put it on your 6 arc if you wanted. But of course, it's $1,200, and a polonium is $530.
Yeah.
And a polonium is also 4.8 inches. If
The
you,
polonium K.
Oh,
is-
is that?
The
It says
Pole 30
three
is
of them.
5.8.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're right. My bad.
Yeah,
And-
the full size polonium and the polonium 30 are both 5.8 inches.
I was not understanding what I was reading, so I apologize.
Yeah.
And that's basically, it's 90% of that other suppressor with higher back pressure, and I mentioned the polonium specifically because it also handles 6mm.
So one of the reasons I bought the Pole 30, and I didn't buy it because of this website, but now it's making me think that I did. The description for the Pole 30 is made for the person who is on a budget and just wants one suppressor to change around on all of their rifles. This suppressor follows the same design goals for every product we make. And I'm like, I'm the guy swapping the suppressor around from all of my rifles going, this isn't me. This isn't me. This is totally me.
Actually,
I-
the
I'm-
Pole 30 is more narrow than the
Then-
RXD.
How wide is the RXD?
1.74.
Interesting.
it looked kind of big out there on the end of that Ruger American that you were showing a picture of.
Chunky.
And how
In-
long is it?
Standby. 7.34.
Damn.
See,
But it's only 8 ounces. Right? Is that what you
No,
said?
it's
8 ounces?
12.4. It's an ounce lighter than the Pole 30.
yeah, and the
okay.
Pole 30's stainless, or is it Inconel?
As far as I know, it's stainless, but don't quote me. I've been wrong on everything else tonight. So Fair.
Well, all right. I've been eyeballing the Pole 30 and
Mhm.
thinking because it's shorter than my YHM and it weighs less by a pretty good amount. It's about 6 ounces less, and it's shorter, like I said, and it's got a pretty good rating. I thought about that for my GT30, and then it would also, of course, you could throw it on any AR because
Mhm.
it'd just go in there and be fine.
And
So
it suppresses ARs really well.
And it's not expensive either.
No.
And now without the tax stamp, it's much more attractive because
Dude,
$500 is
$530.
actually $500.
Instead of $730.
Yeah.
When I paid the man for mine, he's like, "All right, $730, just swipe your card or whatever." And I was like, "All right, cool. Do I pay the tax stamp?" Because I was expecting the suppressor to be around in that range. I didn't know shit. And all I knew was what I wanted. I knew I wanted an Otter Creek Labs Pole 30 because, I'd had buddies like you and
Brandon's the
literally-
one that turned you on that, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
when we were coyote me a Pole 30 and I put it on my Sig 556 and we were shooting coyotes with it. And I really liked the way it sounded. Now, it's a little bit sharper than a lot of other cans. A lot of other cans will numb
So
down.
dull.
Yeah, they'll dull
Yeah.
the tone out at least.
Mhm.
With the Pole 30, and I noticed it especially when I shot my Forky. I was like, damn, that was louder and crackier than I expected it to be when I pulled the trigger. But at the same time, like I still wasn't wearing ear protection, so whatever, I guess. Some cans do a better job of suppressing that crack and that, you know what I mean? But as far as like, do I need to wear ear protection? No, you don't. Not with this one.
It is it is still a relatively small 30 caliber can. I mean, it's
Mhm.
it's 5 and
I would-
it's 5.8 inches long. It's 1.6 inches wide. I mean, and it's lightweight. So, and it covers a number of bases. And
You're
it's not expensive.
genuinely, I think you're more of the expert in this realm than we are. What would you consider a normal sized 30 cal can?
It all kind of depends. I mean, 6 inches is fine. 6 inches is great. It's perfectly average.
Perfectly
A
average.
little bit more than average,
size.
actually.
If you do it twice.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't. If you go look at I follow Pew Science. That's where I look for all of
Yeah,
this.
that I was actually looking at Pew Science earlier.
He's a gigantic. I actually listened to his podcast. He's a gigantic nerd, and he knows way more about this. Raggle Fraggle says 1.5 inch diameter and 6 to 8 inches long. Sure, yeah, that's fine. And I'd say,
I was
The
asking
o-
about suppressors, though, Raggle Fraggle.
why is it that thick?
I thought we measured circumference.
Good measure around.
That was
I wish-
circumference.
Pew Science had details on the RXD. They do not right now.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, it's one guy testing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes time. So,
Oh yeah.
but there's other stuff on there for comparison, and the Pole 30's on there, and it's not the quietest thing, but it's also almost in. It's not quite in K-Can territory, but it's close. They don't have a Polonium 30K. So that's really all the way manufacturers do it, they have a long one and then they have a short one.
Mhm.
And sometimes they'll have a long one that's kind of short, and sometimes they'll have a short one that's kind of long. So it's just kind of comparing their own product to itself. There's no standard that this is a K suppressor because it's below this certain length to width ratio or anything like that. So
Yeah.
Or you could be like the Banish 30 and you can make your short can longer.
yeah, the like the Banish 30 is 9 inches long, and then their K can is 7 inches long. Like, but the 7 inches is kind of a long suppressor to begin with. Anyway,
Yeah. I don't know.
Montana Dirt Roads in the chat said, I think I may just buy a can and put it on my muzzle loader. I'm curiosity how that would work. Well, you'd need a can that's the proper caliber for your muzzle loader for one. If you get a 30 caliber can and put it on a .54 muzzle loader, you're going to be disappointed.
Don't get one with wipes.
Valid.
Have an ultrasonic cleaner and be ready to use it every fucking shot.
you actually don't need an ultrasonic for that.
For a muzzle loader?
You know what? You know one of the best things to clean out muzzleloader slop? Boiling water.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's how they used to. That was standard procedure to clean a muzzleloader like Civil War era. You'd boil a pot of water around the campfire, and everyone would line up, and they'd pour the boiling water in the barrel with the hammer cocked and let it flow out the flash hole.
Interesting.
And then you would dry it out, clean it out, scrub it out. But it's all just carbon buildup, and hot water is perfect at removing carbon buildup like that.
I might try hot water on my AK then.
Boiling
how it-
ultrasonic cleaner.
Whatever.
I mean, boiling is the key word there, not ultrasonic cleaner. Boiling. Boiling. Where's Bob when we need him? Because boiling Bob. Boiling. Anyway.
Bubble.
Looking at Pew Science's stuff makes me realize how unsmart I am.
Looking at the internet makes me realize how unsmart I am. Well, that's enough internet for today. It's 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, see, no, that's when you are smart because you realize, hey, that's good enough on the stupid shit.
But then I keep looking at the stupid shit. So is it
Okay,
really?
so you're the problem.
I am the problem.
That guy is a blast physics engineer.
Oh,
Like, he studies blast physics and
Interesting.
does yeah. So
That's a really cool science to study.
So his entire study of gunshots is based around blast physics, and that's what the rating is. The rating from like 0 to 100 is the human hearing damage risk criteria. So you just have to go look at the chart, see where the number falls on the chart, and the damage risk for that particular zone.
Okay.
his
An
sections.
unsuppressed gunshot is like a 4.5 or something like that from a Mark 18. And the bolt gun 22s are in the low to mid 90s.
Bolt
Which
gun 22s with the 16-inch barrels.
I think he's got a 20-inch barreled CZ something that is his test host.
Okay.
But it's like I said, he's a nerd, and everything's tested to a certain standard, certain specificity, certain sensitiveness of the sensors that he's using in a certain location above the ground in the free field, and same lot of ammunition, same firing schedule. Like, it's all standardized so you can compare them side by side. At least platform to platform, and then you can compare how some of the suppressors compare across different platforms to see where you have dwell time and how dwell time affects at ear suppression and muzzle suppression. So
Okay.
I got to thinking, since we're on the topic of suppressors and a show that we all listen to, we like shooting, they were discussing a little contraption that shot CO2 into your suppressor prior to your shot. And I was wondering, like for hunting, I think it'd be valid because a lot of times you're only going to shoot once, and that's the loudest shot
Mm-hmm.
every time. Your second shot will always be quieter unless, as Vince says, you evacuate your internals. But I got to think, is there some like little pocket thing that you could carry around and just and make it nice and quiet?
maybe,
Like a pocket silencer. Just
but
No,
that's too loud out here. Just start spraying people. Shut the
Like-
fuck up.
spraying carbon into the suppressor so that it
yeah,
purged it of air.
something like that. Yeah,
I mean, you could, but you could also
Oh.
just use an ablative. that
Didn't they
Yeah.
talk about this?
Mhm.
Yeah, they did. You just
could
brought it
use an
up.
ablative, or you could pick a go look at Pew Science's stuff because he gives you the shot by shot suppression, and some suppressors handle first round pop way better than others.
yeah,
And it has to do with the size and disposition of the blast chamber, because if you get like a run, the basically the bigger the blast chamber, the more first round pop potential you have, because you have a runaway explosion on that first shot.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have it staged so you don't have as much air available on the blast chamber, it handles the first round pop better. So there's you can engineer out most of the first round pop.
me going to chamber around with a can of carb cleaners down my chamber, like
Don't accidentally grab the starter fluid.
I didn't say it wouldn't be exciting. Just make sure it's non is it chlorinated or non-chlorinated that's flammable? I can't remember.
Hey son, you see this trick? This will get you an extra 200 feet per second out the muzzle.
Oh my God, you got to slick it up in there. We at my old job, we used to fuck around a lot, and we got really mad when we went to buy a case of brake clean that was not flammable, so we couldn't light each other on fire as we walked through the door.
You would get mad. Let me get this straight. You would get mad when it was not flammable because you could not light each other on fire.
Yeah, because whenever
Like,
they
God
opened the
damn
shop
it! I was
door-
really looking forward to burning Dave to the ground today.
whenever they'd open the shop door, you'd be standing there like at the door hinge, and you'd go up like in the little tiny gap, and it made for great fun, excellent team building. Morale was through the roof with the smoke. But
Dude, that's funny. I love
we used
that.
to take we always used to take like little paper towels and slowly and carefully put them in like pockets and stuff on each other, and then light those on fire, and then you're like,
That reminds me of locker room antics. And you'd see a guy spraying on way too much Axe, and someone sneak over there with a lighter and just coach walk in like, "What's that smell?" Like,
the hell's
Greg.
going on here?
Greg farted.
It's always a fart. It always gets blamed on the fart. You need to get that checked.
Coach knows you're lying, but he really doesn't want to deal with it, so he just turns around
Yeah.
and walk back out. Like, nope, not today.
It's like the little kid meme. Like, oh nope. Turn around immediately.
So I really was kind of sold on the RXD, but every time I look at it, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I want that. And a very, 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 very small part of me wants it because it has the matching Cerakote to my 6.5 because it's rigor.
Oh,
But the more we look at Pole 30 and the price, I could have 2 of those for one RXD.
you could get a pole. You could get a pole 30 and a polonium, and have one for your AR and one for your hunting rifle.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking about buying a second Pole 30.
See, I kind of I've been attracted to the pole 30 as well, and I was like, well, for the podcast, I might try and get something different, but no, it's like $500. It's like,
It's pretty fucking hard to beat for a 30 cal can.
But I was also
think.
looking at that stealth additive manufacturing one. Is like I could get a pole 30 and a polonium for 200 less than this one suppressor.
I will wait for SHOT Show because I imagine there's going to be an absolute fuckload of suppressors come out at SHOT.
I hope so.
So
Yeah,
we'll see.
I was talking to a guy at the last event I went to, and he has an FFL up by Tulsa, and he was telling me like, "Yep, we're gonna start making suppressors, and I think we can make the center fire ones for about $350 out the door, and the rim fire ones for right at $100."
Holy fuck.
God damn, dude.
That's cheaper
second-
than just a break.
The latter part of that reminds me of a company. Fuck.
What a weird company.
Yeah, I know, right? Weird name for them. Why would they name themselves that?
Wrong industry.
I
Marketing.
genuinely, it's a great marketing strategy. Terrible name. I do not recall the company currently. However, when Sam and I went to GunCon last year, there was a company there that was pushing their $150 22 suppressor, and they're like, dude, when it was a 3D printed suppressor with a steel baffle stack, and it was $150, like I said. And what they were so excited about is that, dude, once the tax stamp is gone, it's only going to be $150. It's not going to be $350. It's going to be 100 and just one of your hundreds. And I
Yeah.
was actually kind of intrigued.
Yeah,
I shot it. It was well done.
That's a big deal because when
It is.
you're dealing with something that's you're talking 150% tax on something. It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it drastically drives down demand.
it does.
Yeah.
Demand has been artificially low for these things for their entire existence, pretty much.
You're
and
right.
it's only been shrinking lately because of inflation and the fact that $200 isn't what $200 used to be.
Mhm.
So, and now that it's zero, then you can actually have a healthy supply and demand curve, and things might actually look
For
like.
the fun of it, do either of you actually know why the tax stamp was $200?
Yes,
Because that was high as fuck back then.
because
yes,
it was
but
the
no.
exact cost of a Thompson submachine gun.
Vince has it correct. They wanted to double the cost of a Tommy gun in order to price people out of it.
It'll also
Sound
be
familiar?
interesting to see which companies will jack their prices up because they can.
Yeah,
That'll weed them out.
you're right.
I think the companies that are going to be in the best position are the ones that are OEMing suppressors for larger manufacturers,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
because they're going to be able to do better margins, do higher volume, and those companies like Ruger,
Mhm.
Remington, SIG, like whether they're making them in-house or not, they'll be at a better place to offer them at a lower price point than some of these other companies that are doing innovative things. Their stuff is going to be more expensive for the long term because they have to still have to run higher margins to keep the company afloat. So
Mhm.
your best stuff's still going to be expensive. Good stuff mace yet get pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So
I like
we'll
it.
see.
Well, now that we're done with that suppressor diatribe, I got to use my super tall AR tonight.
Did you get anything?
I was going to, and then I pulled the trigger and it went click, and I'm like, oh fuck. My bolt wasn't seated all the way
Nah.
because I tried to chamber real quiet. But I had a Fox at 8 feet. I could have
What?
kicked it. I'm not shitting you. It was so fucking close. And I'm like, you motherfucker. So I dropped my mag and I'm trying to chamber and rack everything. And I throw a mag back in, throw it back in. And then the son of a bitch is running in between me and my house. And I mean, I'm like in my fucking yard, that close to my house. I'm like, okay, wait. And then I drop back down and I see him. And then he into the weeds. I'm like, oh, okay. That's fine. I guess. Shoot you later. I mean, it was straight fucking downwind of me and everything. Didn't give a fuck.
I want to shoot a fox.
I also wouldn't mind. Dr. Scary Guy in the chat said something about another 100 for transfer from your FFL. Only if you're Aaron and only if your FFL sucks. The dude I bought my Pole 30 from, like he told me himself his aim is to be the biggest suppressor dealer in Colorado. I'm interested to see how that's going to work out for him this year. But I do want to buy more cans from him.
If
I
you
think
buy direct from
transfer-
Silencer Shop
Go ahead.
and have it shipped to your Silencer Shop power dealer, there should be no transfer fee.
What I was getting at was my dude didn't charge a transfer fee. He was just like, I want to sell suppressors, so I'm going to sell you a suppressor.
Oh well, and if you're buying the one off of his shelf too,
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was buying one off the internet. Like I paid him $730, $530 for the can and $200 for the stamp. But it wasn't one he had on the shelf. They had to order it. And when it got here is when he was like, hey, it's here. Do you want to come by? And I was like, okay, cool. I don't fuck. Now that I'm thinking about it, I genuinely don't remember if it had to get here before I could go do the thing, or if I did the thing and then it got here and then I had to wait for the thing. This shit's fucking dumb and I hate it. And regardless, he didn't charge a markup or anything. It was just, here's what the can costs and here's what you're going to pay me.
Well, that's like buying a set of tires from a
Yeah.
tire shop and then them charging you to mount and balance them.
Similar, except he didn't charge me to mount and balance.
Exactly, because you ordered
Right.
through him.
Right.
If
Like
you
discount.
ordered online from Silencer Co. and you had it shipped to his SOT, then he wouldn't get
Yes, I
any
see
of
what
it.
you're saying.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But going through him, it's much, he's the dealer. He gets the money versus
yeah, he orders it. He pays less than what you pay him, and
Yeah.
he gets the profit off of it.
also fuck Silencer Shop. Just saying.
I hear that from people, and it's worked well for me.
I mean, if you're just looking for guidelines more than actual rules, that still applies. It still fits. So maybe go by that.
What?
I thought it was fuck Silencer Central. I thought that was the one that we didn't like because the way that they operate is that since suppressors are an NFA item and not a firearm, they can ship it to your door. if suppressors turned into a firearm, like a lower, they cannot ship those to your door. That's why they were pushing so hard to keep them on the NFA.
I genuinely do not remember which one is which now.
Okay. I've used
Anyway.
both. I like Silencer Shop, Silencer Central not as much.
One of them can burn in hell for the Dave reasons.
I think you're thinking of Silencer Central.
I think it's Central
Okay.
because they're the one with the banish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Now
in
they
that
have-
case, that one.
They have since come out and said that no, that's not why, and blah blah blah. We totally support the Second Amendment and everything that it stands for, and we would never do that.
Backpedal, 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 backpedal,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
as they tend to do. I mean, they said a thing. It was kind of dumb. It probably lost them money, and they were like, "Oh shit, that thing was kind of dumb. Probably should say something to mitigate our losses."
Did Sam plan on showing up, or was he just gonna not?
I
my
don't
my
know.
brother in podcast, he said he was going to be home in 40, or he said he was going to be available in 45 minutes, half an hour prior to when the show started. I expected him to show up 15 minutes in. He's probably not going to at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably watching in the background.
We don't need him. He is useless.
To be fair, the show starts way better when he does it.
Yeah, it's true.
Dude, AK-47 tonight, Will just ended the stream. I was like, where's the music? Oh, music? Just ended it. I was like, all right, that's awkward.
Bye, comrade.
Bye. Click.
I
So-
It's like
mentioned
hanging
the
up the phone.
I got the run and gun this weekend, so I had kicked around the idea of maybe using the my GT30,
Mhm.
and that decision was made for me because the RO email I got stated that we're not letting anybody use anything bigger than 5.56 and 7.62 by 3.9 because it's really not necessary, because I think for this one, the longest shot's 150 yards, which normally we have stuff out to at least 250, 300. But this time around, they wanted to keep the stages shorter, the par time shorter, so stuff's a little bit closer, and they're just running it that way. So
Is that just this particular month's stage briefing? Like next
Yeah.
month they could.
well, it's twice a year, but
Oh, that's it?
yeah, the run and gun I do they do
Damn,
it
dude.
twice a year out there.
I thought
kind of
you I thought you had monthlies
Nah.
that you just didn't go to monthly.
Nope, they do it. Well, they also do they used to do 2 night matches a year. They're down to 1. But I haven't attended any of those because you can white light them. I just don't want to white light.
Mhm.
I don't want to show up and be the poor.
Dude, show up, be the poor, shoot better than everybody that is not a poor, leave fucking just
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I put the Gideon fiber dot on my main rifle. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
go play with that when we're out there, and I feel like it should fit the bill pretty well.
Well, yeah, if you're
I-
150, 200 yards, that's going to be fucking baller.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's all just gonna be point and click. I mean,
Yeah.
there's gonna be nothing to it, especially after shooting that rifle at near 700.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I was messing with Hornady Fordoff because I heard about
Yeah.
that on We Like Shooting, and I started poking around with it. And so there's put in all my information, and there's a little thing where you can go through the data, and I don't know what it actually does, but the information that was spitting back out was wrong at first because I had shot it at 685, and I knew the holdover for my 0 at 685 was, and the come up was 5.6 mils, and I was like, it's spitting out 6, and I don't know what's wrong here, and but I went down and poked a button, and it changed the factor from 1 to 0.9. I don't know what it was actually doing, but after I poked that button, it spit out the right number at that distance. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep that.
Nice. I've had Ford off for a couple years now, and I've fucked around with it some, not a lot. I will say now that I think it's Ford off that I can pair with my rangefinder. So if I range, it'll give me the holds through Ford off in my rangefinder.
I know you can pair it with a wind meter.
Like a Kestrel.
Yeah. Though that's, I don't know, when I was out there shooting with my buddy, he had, I forget what app he was using, but it pulled in weather, and he's like, okay, we got about a 5-mile-an-hour wind, and I look up and I look around, I was like, we do not have a 5-mile-an-hour wind. There is not a 5-mile-an-hour wind right here. There may be a little bit of wind down there. I mean, but we had nowhere near a 5-mile-an-hour wind, and he was trying to adjust for that. And I was like, I'm gonna hold dead center, and like I hit holding dead center. It's like, okay, so we have a wind shifting between 1 and 3 miles an hour from right to left, but not on this side of the pond, on the other side of the pond. So only half of that flight we're actually getting that wind. So the wind adjustment was next to nothing. Yeah. So it was. I don't know.
I don't think I would. To your point, I don't think I'd use a Kestrel for wind because it's only reading right where you're at.
Yeah.
I would use Mirage way more if that were an option.
That we had a little Mirage. That's what I was really reading, but yeah.
Everybody that bitches about Mirage, I'm like, that's how you read the wind, I guess.
Yeah. People complain about like carbon lock on their suppressor. I'm like, dude, that's a feature.
Yeah. It's just part of it now.
Like that's how you keep from shooting baffles. It's fine. It's like rust. It keeps your screws from backing out.
Nature's Loctite.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Well,
Yeah.
What else do we got tonight, Mike? Do you have warheads?
I didn't bring a warheads. I did go to my range's monthly match on Wednesday. Had a lot of fun with that. Second and third stages were meh. I really fucked up the first stage. It was a Virginia count, and for those of you that don't know what that means, it means you only get so many shots per target, and if you exceed or do not meet those shots, you get penalties. I got 5 procedural penalties, 2 for shooting. So here's how the stage went. There was 8 targets. You're supposed to shoot each of the 8 with 1 shot each freestyle, 1 shot each strong hand, 1 shot each weak hand. I shot 8 rounds freestyle, did a reload, 2 more rounds freestyle, realized it was 1 shot, or realized it was a strong hand on the targets, switched to strong hand, shot the targets again, reloaded and did the weak hand. Well, I shot 2 targets strong hand, or 2 targets freestyle, and then went back and shot 3 more that I was supposed to shoot. I got 5 procedurals. I lost 50 points on this day, but I got a hit factor of 0.47, so at least I scored.
Did you earn the patch?
Did I earn the what?
The patch that says I do not understand the course of fire.
My brother in shooting, there was a dude wearing that shirt at the match, and I was like, can I please have your shirt now?
I might have suggested this. I think we need to They need to hand those out to the ROs. That way we can just hand them to shooters who mess up the stage.
Please do.
But you have
It has to be a sticker, and you have to put it on their back sneaky. It's like it's okay, bud.
It's okay,
But
tap,
really,
tap, tap.
you're putting
I
a
do not
sticker on their
understand.
back.
Next month in February, I will take a picture of this dude's shirt and send it to you guys. I would really like his shirt because I think it fits how I shoot these matches.
Please don't send us pictures of random men that you shoot with.
When you put it like that,
Mm-hmm. That's all that dude is going to get too. It's 10 seconds.
we didn't even get the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck. For Dusky.
I was about to 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So yeah, I have been working my ass off, so I haven't had much time to do much of shit. Storm rolled in on Friday last week, and I haven't been off since. So we plowed 16 hours Friday. Went to my parents' house because we stayed in town because fuck trying to drive to the hospital in a goddamn snowstorm in case we have to.
Why?
And, we stayed in town, ate supper, and the last time I looked at my phone was like 11 o'clock that night. 12:30, my boss calls and he's like, "Hey, we got a bad one." I'm like, "Fuck me." So I had a nice little hour and a half nap there, and then went and sat at a wreck for 13 hours. It was a fucking bad wreck. Like landed a helicopter at the scene. No fatals. But
What happened?
What's seen to that picture?
yeah. So
Please share.
southbound semi started jackknifing and turned into the northbound lane, and northbound truck pulling doubles caught just half of the southbound truck and went. It split the motor from the transmission,
Holy
and then the
fuck.
one part of the
From the
frame
northbound truck?
no southbound truck,
Okay,
because the southbound truck was turned slightly.
Yeah.
The northbound truck
Torqued it off.
Yeah. So split the frame, split the motor from the transmission, and left it laying in the middle of the road. Straight up, just here's this Detroit.
here's your motor.
And one half of the frame was straight, and the other half was wrapped and tucked underneath the trailer with the steer tire still on it.
Oh my god.
And modern trucks nowadays, they're made to like have the cab break away from the frame. That way it doesn't get folded up underneath the trailer too. So it had a Bluetooth cab that was sitting next to the frame on the pavement. And when they rolled up, they found the
Bluetooth
guy that was
cab.
in the they had found the guy that was in the sleeper laying on the pavement in his underwear because he was sleeping in the sleeper, and just there he is. So
And he didn't realize, hey, it's suddenly cold outside.
he was not conscious.
So he got knocked the fuck out.
I mean, there was no fatals.
I got
So
a
people
bird.
got fucked up.
His name
'cause
is Ronnie.
They landed the helicopter at the scene, which I mean that was kind of cool to watch. I mean, it sucks that it happened, but how often do you get to see a helicopter just in the ditch right there?
Fair.
Yeah.
We ended up having to wait for the Colorado State Patrol investigator to come out of the springs all the way down to where we're at, which on a dry day is a 4.5 hour drive. But
Can confirm.
so got that all cleaned up.
And that was
And,
not a dry day by
Didn't
any
you say
means.
that
no.
the northbound truck, the
Oh,
the
yeah,
engine
the
was
engine
in the sleeper?
in the sleeper. Yeah. So it was like it turned this normal Freightliner into a day cab. Just from the bottom of the windshield. It was just straight the fuck down.
And then they caught a
And
couple
this-
of other people in the melee.
Fucking stupid fucking pickup. There's a giant line of traffic, that's backed up because of this wreck. And he decides to jump around it and pass all these fucking people. And then he gets up to it and he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
didn't
fuck,
you
that's a
realize
wreck.
he's more important than everybody else?
Hits the brakes, realizes he cannot stop, starts turning to the ditch and catches the northbound truck with the ass end of his pickup.
Oh my
So he hits a
fucking
ditch.
God.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, that's a secondary crash.
Bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody died. Don't know how.
What a tool.
Yeah.
At least you didn't hit the helicopter.
You know,
Oh.
honestly, if anybody had died in that crash, I wish it would have been the pickup guy.
So everybody got transported to the hospital. There was 6 people involved.
Scoozy.
Everybody got transported. Later that morning, the owner of the pickup got a ride back out from the sheriff's department because the wrecker was there and he was pulling everybody out.
He was picking up his pickup.
Yeah, the wrecker hooks up to him and starts dragging him out, and this guy comes out of the ditch, up over the road, and right back into the other ditch.
What the fuck?
It's out like, what the fuck, man? Had to pull him out the other way.
I remember when I got my license.
So
Jesus.
yeah, that was a long day. And then
Did you have to sit there and just watch?
so it was icy. So I took my truck down there. That way we had sand for the scene because I knew that it was slicker than shit. I put my ice cleats on and then I stepped in oil and the ice cleats are like, I don't like you anymore, and disintegrated. And so I had sand on, so I sanded everything that way people could fucking walk around. And our loader had traction and the wrecker had traction. That way when they were pulling shit apart, nobody was out slipping around and fucking doing stupid shit. But we brought our loader down too to help clear out shit, like pushing the cab off the side of the road, the frame. It's really handy to have a loader for shit like that. Picking up the fucking motor, that was handy. But
I believe it.
it was a fucking day.
Dude,
Then
motors from 18 wheelers are not small either.
Mm-mm.
They're like desk size, twice desk size. I'm looking at my desk going, they're way bigger than this motherfucker.
they're quite large.
They are large.
So I get done with that and I get home at about 2:30, something like that. And I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. So I lay down on the couch and my wife wakes me up at 7 o'clock that night. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go to bed. And so I went to bed and then I was asleep all the way till 3:45. And I woke up and I'm like, okay, so I'm rested now. And 8 o'clock rolls around and I'll be goddamn if I didn't get called out again. Because there's a railroad crossing where they've been having issues with a panel coming loose. And if you don't know what that is, it's the chunks of like sections of concrete that are formed in metal that border the railroad tracks. They're separate from the road, but it's like decking for the railroad crossing.
Right.
Well, one of those has been coming loose quite frequently. Since I've like started my job, they've fixed it 4 times. The last time was 51 days ago. And this time it popped out. And when it pops out, it pops up. And so it's sticking a foot out of the ground. And it's this fucking 1/4 inch angle iron that used to have concrete in it. But once it pushes out and gets hit a bunch of times, all the concrete disintegrates. So we had to flag that while the railroad fixed that. So that was an 8-hour day. And then went to work Monday.
God damn, dude.
So,
That sounds pretty gross.
Yep.
oh yeah.
100%. Dude, I am thrilled because that was the best snow we've had in a while. Like a good year or two.
Nobody realized how wet it was going to be until we actually started plowing. I burned through an entire tank of DEF in one day. And usually, like on a normal storms, I will go through a tank of DEF in like 3 or 4 storms.
Can you possibly explain DEF to me?
So
It's when you
DEF
can't
is
hear.
Thank
exhaust
you, Vince.
juice.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yeah, exhaust juice.
Yeah.
Explain the exhaust juice to me.
So they inject this juice that absorbs something into some filter that makes it not spicy air out of your exhaust. And it costs money and problems. But
So it's one of those things that's actually hindering your mileage with a diesel and making the federal government make you think that you're getting worse mileage than you actually are because of these things they forced you to inject into your fuel. Is this a separate tank that you
it's
have
like
to...
if you drank piss.
Okay, but
and you
when you
had
drink
to.
the piss, do you have to drink the piss and put it in a separate tank so that when you
Yes.
pee, your pees pee?
It's a separate tank because if you do not put it in a separate tank, you will have a bad fucking day. Like replacing all your injectors and your fuel lines and your fuel filters. Oh, it's not good.
And I realize I made
Nothing on this planet was made to eat its own shit, and that includes engines.
and that's what DEF does, makes engines eat their own shit.
Yeah, it's part of the whole fucking system.
It's a really good way to put it. I asked because I genuinely, the Prado's from Japan and is from 1997, has never heard of DEF.
Correct.
When did DEF become a thing? When did DEF become mandatory on all diesels?
I think
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
So
Right around
any diesel
2012.
I buy after 2012 will have a DEF tank.
Yeah.
Or
They were
You delete it.
advertising. They were advertising like this is the last year you can buy one of these without DEF.
Yep. They still had the particulate filter, which helped eat its own shit. Which on our new pickups, whenever we have to clean the filter out, it takes almost an hour of sitting there at high idle. I mean, fucking screaming like you're gonna blow this thing up. Oh, it's so disheartening to watch. But
I don't want to make it worse.
I'm not a big fan of DEF. I'm not a big fan of the particulate filter. I think there's way worse things on this planet that cause harm than diesel exhaust, especially for guys that have to be out on the road in every fucking weather condition, no matter what.
I agree with those things.
They
Does-
have electric snowplows now, which I
Like-
have an issue with because you cannot bring me 5 gallons of electricity to get me out of a ditch.
I got a bucket of electricity for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Shocking, I know.
Just run up
RC
the.
RC Red knows about it. He's the service manager for our local John Deere.
Oh, dope.
And yeah, tractors are a little different because if you hit a certain horsepower rating, you're exempt from emissions. But not all of them meet that horsepower rating.
So we're just going to ignore the fact that diesel emissions are actually less harmful for the environment than gas emissions are, and there's fewer diesels in this country than there are. Well, I don't genuinely know the ratio of diesel to gasoline over the rest of the world, but we do not meet that same ratio. We are far lower than the rest of the world.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the rest of the world's got like diesel Benzes and diesel Beamers and diesel
Yeah.
Audis, and we don't got none of that shit.
Diesel everything.
Diesel
our-
because diesel's fucking better.
Even our domestic manufacturer, they make diesels for overseas markets.
Because diesel's fucking better, but sell it in this country and you've got to have DEF and you've got to have the particulate filter and you've got to have all these things that strangle your goddamn diesel to the point that it, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but these things could, like, your diesel could get 60 miles to the gallon, but with these things strangling the fuck out of it, it doesn't do that. It gets worse.
It is amazing what happens when you let any engine breathe. Every engine is
Right.
restricted because of emissions, even gasoline engines.
If you think
So-
of every internal combustion engine as an air pump and the method of combustion is
in
just a method of
and
pumping
out.
it,
Yeah.
right?
The point is that guy cutting out the catalytic converter underneath your car is doing you a favor.
But
You're gonna want to get
I want to hear Dave's point, but fuck, Vince.
you're gonna want to get a programmer to delete the code and actually make it run correctly, because when you do a cat delete, it has a tendency to run rich. If you can figure out how to not do that, I mean,
Like,
it's-
hey guys, the meth heads around here have upped their game. They're leaving a straight pipe underneath it for you to fix it.
Mhm.
It sounds better too. I don't know why.
So yeah, it's fucking insane. But my buddy, I helped him build his pickup. It's a 2012 Cummins on 35s, and after we deleted it, did the exhaust and a tuner, he was getting 27 miles of the gallon.
How heavy a truck?
About 8,500, 9,000 pounds,
Yeah.
right around in there.
Do you see?
And-
Do you see what I'm talking about here? Like,
And
I'm
it
not
was-
an expert in this field, but I've heard these things repeatedly.
Bumping 600 horsepower. I don't think you,
At
I don't think
27
we ever-
miles, 600 horsepower and bumping and 27 miles. Come on, man.
on
Yeah.
35s.
The government.
That's a 6.7 liter inline
Mhm.
six.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Inline motors
supposed
are
to
best,
do
by the way.
that.
No, that's a. If you're looking at American standards, that's a 15 mile per gallon motor,
Yeah.
not 20 fucking 7. That's why it's 15 miles per gallon, because they. I'm okay.
Bro, you're preaching to the fucking choir, man.
I know.
You sit there with your non-emission diesel.
I may have the everything is exempt diesel, but it still pisses me off because diesel is the superior internal combustion fuel, in my opinion. And we would do.
I think it has its place. I wouldn't. I have daily to diesel, a big diesel, many a time, and there are times where I'm like, do you know how much fucking easier a gas would be? Just so I didn't have to let it sit there and warm up for 15 minutes or worry about it gelling up. Yeah, diesels have their place. They're not made to be A to B. They're made to be, well, yours maybe because it's so small.
well,
But
I'm thinking
like my pickup, no, that's not your daily driver unless you're like a hot shot.
I'm thinking of a
your-
Jetta turbo diesel getting 50 miles to the gallon. You can't get half of that in the same Jetta with a gas engine. Do you have to let the Jetta warm up for 15 minutes?
Gas Jettas, they get between 35 and 40, depending.
I mean, still, like that's-
Yes, diesels are more efficient in some aspects. Power to efficiency is way better than a diesel than it is in a gasoline.
that's a good way to put it. Power to efficiency. Thank you for that.
Yeah. You take a 3/4 ton Chevy with a 6-liter gas, it's going to get worse fuel mileage than a 3/4 ton Chevy with a 6.6 liter Duramax.
Yeah.
My dad has an '01 Chevy that has the 8.1 liter gas engine in it.
Jesus.
That thing,
8 miles
think
of the gallon, no matter what.
I think the most he ever got was like he's like one time I got 11.
Yeah.
Double
Granted.
digits, boys.
But let me
Granted.
tell you what, that truck will go.
Mm-hmm.
You,
And
it will go
won't-
pretty fast too.
It
Don't tell him I
won't
said
care
that.
what's behind it. It will get 8 miles to the gallon. It could be empty. It could be pulling a 42-foot camper. 8 miles of the gallon.
I
I still love
was
that truck.
I was poking some idiots in one of the Facebook pages I'm a part of. This particular page was the Lexus GX 460 470 page. And the Prado is basically one of those,
Mm-hmm.
but the generation before any of that happened. So the Lexus 470 came out in 2003. That was the first year, and the Prado is in 1997. They're the same vehicle, more or less. The GX is just 6 years newer.
So you're just a hipster. You're like, I was this before it was cool.
That's what I heard.
That's not
Mhm.
the route I was going. I despise hipsters. That's not at all what I was going for. And if that's what you think of me, then I'll just go kill myself now.
Where's your
yeah.
fedora?
You're like, it's that easy?
Can I get you a Frappuccino?
Fuck off.
You wear flannel in July, don't you?
There were
No, but that's
I-
the name of my favorite band.
there's no question I like to argue on the internet.
Flannel in
And
July.
There was this one dude on the Lexus page, and he's like, I don't know how you guys could ever want a diesel, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, well, at the time I was like, all right, cool, whatever, man. I don't really fucking care. You do you. And I started to think about it, and the more I think about it, the more I realize a diesel motor in the same platform gets you double-digit mileage. It continues to get you double-digit mileage while you're towing. You cannot say the same with the Lexus V8. I think it's the 2UZ motor underneath the hood of those, the Prado 120.
If you're asking a question, I have no idea.
Yeah,
No,
I have not a
I'm-
fucking clue.
No,
Okay.
no worries, no worries.
You're speaking
Um,
Japanese to me.
I realize that.
Oh, watashi wa somehow.
So you get double-digit mileage while you're towing. All right, let's put it this way. His only valid complaint was, oh, you get all this power loss. All right. Well,
Yeah, and you generate
don't
max
get
torque
that.
at 2100 RPMs. Like, what's
yeah,
What's the
exactly.
problem?
You lose power, but you're not losing any torque. You have a more torquey motor. You have double-digit mileage per gallon when you're towing, which you cannot say the same for that Lexus V8. Like, the bones of it was the dude was talking shit on the diesels in his same platform, in the Prado platform, when in reality the diesel is actually the ideal option. Yes, you don't have the power. Yes, the Prado is slow as fuck, but I still pass people like it's nothing. I still can tow 6,000 pounds, just like the Lexus GX 470. I will still get double-digit mileage when towing. A Lexus 470 will get about 8 miles to the gallon, so enjoy that. The whole diesel versus gas argument.
You know what I'm waiting
I
for?
see both sides. Go ahead, Vince.
I'm waiting for someone to come out with a true hybrid that is basically a diesel locomotive but miniaturized, where it is you do not have a direct drive from the engine to the drive line. It's just a diesel generator that pumps up your batteries, and it kicks on whenever the batteries start getting low, and when the batteries aren't are doing fine, it kicks off. And then you can plug it in if you want, but you can just kick on the diesel generator. Like, you can go in somewhere, kick on the diesel generator, have it charge while you're eating lunch, and then go back out and keep driving, and it's quiet. You get all the torque and you get all the power of your electric, but you have the efficiency of charging it with a diesel motor and the flexibility of being able to pour gas into something and generate electricity.
Yeah.
The thing that I hate the most, Vince, is how much I love that idea.
And you
That's-
can't have it.
Yeah. That's it.
What?
You
Fraggle
basically
Fraggle says Tesla in Canada has that.
dude, nobody believes Canada is even real, so shut the fuck up.
I mean, it is real.
Follow the only road.
We love our snowback listeners, if
the
we
land
have
of
any of
Oz.
them.
If we had any follow the only
So,
road.
To kind of wrap up this gasoline diesel conversation, I see both sides. One, intro to diesel is far more expensive to gas. Two, maintenance of diesel is far more expensive than gas, and you have a lot more shit to worry about. Like, if you run your diesel out of fuel, you're either going to have to, one, prime your fuel system with a little pump, or back in the day, you had to crack your injection lines, turn your key over, wait till fuel came out, and then tighten everything back up real quick.
So as
there
you
are
go,
issues.
can you do some pros and cons to each as you go? Because you didn't do anything for the first one.
for the first one.
You had two things. This was your second thing, the cracking lines.
Oh, so they're more expensive to get into.
yeah.
A diesel engine is far more expensive than a gasoline engine. That's why if you order a brand new pickup, it's going to cost you about $12,000 more to get a diesel than it will be a gasoline engine.
Oh, okay. So you're talking
Yeah.
like
Purchase price.
with a, just for the fuck of it, let's call it a 2008 Ford Excursion. If you're looking at the V8 or V10 gas version, you're looking at $5,000 or $6,000. But if you're looking at the V8 diesel version, you're looking at $20,000.
Not in an 08. No. 08,
It-
I bet you
that
the
was-
gas will be
That was fucking that was for the example, not
Okay.
actual prices. Fuck.
an
But Dave knows-
01.
The problem
Oh,
is Dave knows the
01
actual prices.
He
so
that is the
just-
biggest problem.
01 excursion, yes, there is that difference between the V10 and then the 7.3 Power Stroke, because the 7.3 was reliable. In 08, I don't even think that they made an excursion in 08. I can't remember.
I don't know
But
what they did either. I just picked
So-
that fucking. I picked it out of random, dude.
because 08 was the year of
Oh,
right
you
around
made
the
a
year
mistake.
of the 6.4 Power Stroke, which was their factory twin turbo hot garbage chunk of shit. And prior to
like the way
that
you
was
said
the
that.
6.0 Power Stroke was
Ew.
a even hotter dumpster fire.
Everyone knows about the 6.0, and if you don't know about the
Now-
6.0, fucking kill yourself.
Now, a true bulletproof 6.0 is almost impossible to beat. But
But how do you bulletproof it?
$12,000 and
No,
a lot of
thank you.
parts.
$12,000 worth of parts, or $12,000 and more parts.
$12,000 worth of parts.
Gross.
Yeah. So, diesels are just notoriously more expensive to purchase.
Okay.
Not only just for the cost of the engine, and then the demand for a diesel versus a V10. So there's that. And then the cost of maintenance. So if I had an injection pump go out, which is if I had a lift pump go out, a better replacement is about $1,200 for
Okay.
a fast fuel system. A gasoline engine has a fuel pump in the tank, usually. Sometimes they're
Or a
in
mechanical fuel pump if they're
or
old
mechanical.
enough. Yeah.
So there's just the one. Diesels, they have a lift pump to push diesel to the injection pump, which pressurizes the diesel because that's what atomizes the diesel when it comes out of the injectors, making it fire. So
Okay.
there's a lot more parts. There's a lot of wearable parts on a diesel.
So you have to high pressure the diesel
No.
in order to get it to dieselize.
You can get like some pretty outstanding odometer readings on gasoline engines before like major stuff happens. My Yukon has 300,000 miles and I have put a wheel bearing on it. But my brother-in-law has a
Is that
01
the only-
Duramax with 600,000 miles that he has never touched the motor on. Besides injectors, because that's 01 Duramax things.
When you talk about the Tahoe, are you talking? You've only put a wheel bearing, I believe you said.
Yeah, wheel bearing, and then just maintenance stuff like tires and shocks.
Everything else has just been scheduled maintenance stuff that
Yeah,
just comes up.
Yeah, it's original.
Like, oh shit, the shocks are worn out because they're shocks and they wear out. Replace them.
Same motor, transmission, pistons, valve train. I've never even done head gaskets on it.
Deeply respect that. The Audi,
if you take care of them, they will take care of you.
they will.
So
You're 100% right.
if
Up until last week, I could have said that the only thing that's broken on my Nissan was plastic. And then
That's a shame.
I found a crack in the frame
yeah,
back in on the shock where the shock
was the
attaches to
Nissan?
the frame. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
my Nissan.
Was that one shock or was that both sides?
Just one. Just
From
one.
both angles?
Yeah, that's from both angles.
Dude.
So I was like,
That's
how even the hell?
what vehicle was that?
This is my Nissan Frontier.
Frontier is Nissan's
It's
eight-cylinder
the-
pickup, yeah.
It's the D40. It's the
it's like their Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Titan is their big one.
Okay. So Tacoma size pickup,
yeah. It's a direct competitor to the
Mhm.
Tacoma.
heard. All right. Dude,
Yeah,
that's fucking
it's
that's it fucking took it didn't crack. Here's
the
what
shock
bothers me about
appears
that.
to be okay, which is just
Yeah, that's what bothers me is that the shock seems fine. It's the surrounding metal everywhere that is like, nope, I've given up.
yeah, it buckled upwards and it's at the shop right now getting scabbed over. So
Mhm.
What do you, are they gonna? I don't want to ask what it means getting scabbed over because I don't fucking want to know.
When did this turn into the off-road podcast? Actually,
about 40 minutes ago.
to bring this back around, I had a winch on the back of my diesel that I used to drag up dead animals with.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right, we circled it back around.
it
Vince,
was
back
also
to your broken
very
Nissan.
loud because my wife dropped me off one time when I was antelope hunting, and I heard her turn around 1.5 miles away. I'm like,
Jesus.
oh, so that's how loud it is.
Oh, I got a story. I'll tell y'all fair.
But I think we have.
Ended our story time for the
I think we
evening?
have tangented quite significantly. I
Dude,
mean, we
this
were
entire show was
on
a
topic
tangent.
we were on topic for half of it. Talking
What
about
was our topic?
compressors.
Oh yeah, fair.
Compressors.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's what
after
we
we
did
got
today.
into the whole diesel stuff, that was we kind of went off the rails. So that said, while I'm talking, trying to scroll through show notes, please, if you listen to our show, leave a review. Go to lghpodcast.com, click to support the show, and leave us a review.
Can
If
I
you've made it
interrupt
this
you
far,
1 second?
you should leave a review.
You absolutely should. I agree with Vince. That's part of what I was going to say. Second, we got some cool merch on lghpodcast.com. So you should definitely check that out.
Third,
I'm going to shill our merch.
lghpodcast.com got a revamp, and it looks fucking baller. I like it a lot.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
If you
Email
leave us a
con-
review, we will send you stickers.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the first time I didn't know we got a revamp. I just looked at it. That's fucking cool.
Mhm.
That is a
Um,
dope revamp.
I'm not going to look at it. I refuse.
Don't look at it. Fucking be the guy that doesn't look at it.
I'm
Let
not gonna
everybody
look at
else
it.
look at it.
You can look at it.
Email
I'm going to look at it
voyeurism.
for a while.
contact at
You like to look at it.
lghpodcast.com and get a sticker pack.
Yeah.
But support the sport and take a bunny hunting. Yeah, buddy. Tell them about our show. If you don't like that bunny, run his diesel dry. Oh, evilness. Hit us up at lghpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and let's go hunt.
What happens if you run your deaf dry?
Bad things that get shipped to a dealer. So we have Dedonka and Flannel in July.
I like
I
flannel
mean,
in July because it makes
yeah.
the least sense.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah.